Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining this webinar. Today it is November 30th, and we will be talking about timesheet integration. It is another one of our deeper dives into Dynaway EAM for Business Central, and the next 20 minutes we will entertain you with this new functionality. So with me today I have Christoph. Christoph is our team lead for the product, and he will take you safely through the presentation. And if you do have any questions, please use the chat log and I'll be happy to answer those questions. The session is of course being recorded, so if you want to revisit it later, you can go and have a check on the website from tomorrow. Christoph, I'll hand it over to you.
Thank you, Mikkel. I hope this one will not take us 20 minutes, but that's also good. We just want to show you the functionality, what you can use. So with the timesheet in Business Central, there is a standard functionality for timesheets. And thanks to Dynaway, you also can track the maintenance activity using this timesheet integration. I will also show you one other feature which we developed also to track the time, which is we called it clock in, clock out. That can be also useful in that case. So let me just show you the first what setup you would need to do only the time registration and see it in the timesheet. So as I said, we are using standard Business Central functionality for the timesheet. So if you will go to the resources, not new, but resources, you may see that we have here the boolean, which is called use timesheet. And you also have who is the timesheet owner and who is the timesheet approver. So if you will want to also review the timesheet after that and maybe have some additional work, not only related to the maintenance, you also need to use the approvers. Whenever you will set use timesheet here, you need to create a timesheets before starting registering the work. Why I'm saying so? Because you may get an error if you don't have such timesheets. So let me just show you what you can expect if someone will not create a timesheet. So I will just go to any work order. Let's take this one. Oh, and I even have the same resource which I wanted. So let me just try to pause the consumption for this resource. You can see that I have half an hour post consumption. And you will see there the error which is called there is no timesheet for the resource. So that's something which you would typically expect in Business Central. It doesn't matter from where you are using the timesheet. So we first need to create a timesheet for that resource. So let's go and create timesheet. So I can specify which resource I would like to create. Normally you would do for all resources, the starting date, and we are in November, so I will just use the starting one. So let me just create it from 20, and I will, of course it must be Monday, yes, and I will just create 4 timesheets, so for 4 weeks for that resource. 4 timesheets have been created. If I will go to the timesheets, and let me just only filter those to my resource, you can see that system automatically created me all the timesheets for this resource for this particular resource. And let's go here to this one, And you can see that I can have different types. So for example, I can register the absence, I can register the resource, and so on, so on. So I can, for example, put some additional description here, what I have been doing, not related, for example, to maintenance, or something which also some of the resources are using, like jobs. So we're doing some projects and we're also doing some maintenance or assembly orders. That's something also which is standard. But one thing which we also added is a maintenance. So I can also register the maintenance. So let's now try to register that, and I will say a cleaning of the asset. And let's try to post it. I will just change the date to today maybe. So 30 of November, we just need to remember that. So post consumption. Now you see that I don't have an error because my timesheet was created, but if we will go to the timesheets, you will see that in the week which we are, so on 30 of November, I have already half an hour registered. I can see that I was doing the maintenance, I was doing the cleaning of the asset, and it was on half an hour on 30 of December. You can see that it's already approved because the same situation with other work which already is planned, and that's going to the status approved already when we are posting the consumption. But I can now track all my other things, and for example, if I will do some, for example, adjust the description, training for certificate, and I can just register 5 hours today. I can also say that yesterday I was absent 8 hours. So that's all what I can do, and I can now submit it to my manager for the registration. Oh, of course, I need to put some absence cost, but so cost of absence. I don't have any, but so you can see. Let me just delete the absence in this case and submit. So now my now my timesheet with all my maintenance work and also with my additional work which I had is going to approved by my manager. And so that's something which you can set up in the system. That's where we use the standard Business Central functionality with the maintenance. So this is how easy it is to connect with the timesheets and get all information about what is going on, what this resource did over a week. But I also would like to show you something which can help you with the registration of time. So if we will go to the asset management setup, there is a function which is or setup which is called use time registration. That's a little different than timesheet, so I just want to also that you will be aware of that. So when you will mark this one, you will see buttons on the work order like start timer and also my time registration. So what is all about here? If I will have a resource which is connected with me in the user maintenance users, you could do that, and my resource is connected to the DC, I can say that I was doing some electric job, and I can say electric maintenance of electric, right? For the asset, and I don't need to specify even quantity. I can, but I can just start a timer. And you can see and also on the tablet it also is very convenient. You can see that my time is just now running. So I'm doing some maintenance. I started the job, but now I know how much time I'm working on it. And I have two options. One is pause and one is stop and pause. If I will pause only, you will see that system have some registered time. It put me 34 seconds, but it's not posted yet. So me as a technician can see everything what I was doing for this work order, for this task, and I can just post it from here. So I can just go and click post. From other side, and you can see that the quantity is automatically connected, 34 seconds, not so much, but I also can start the timer one more time. And now when I will be just talking and the time will be running, I can stop and pause my work. So I can just click stop and pause. And now I don't have anything registered because it's automatically already posted, but you can see my time already has been registered, has been posted on the work order automatically without asking any additional question. If I would have two tasks, so if I will have, for example, inspection, and I will just put inspection of the asset, it still is assigned to me, and I will start the timer. System will ask me which one task I'm doing at this moment. So at the same time, I can do only one task or register time only for one task. So let me just take the second one, and now I will just do some inspection of my asset and just post it as well, right? So I can again start and post it. So you can see that it's already registered. I didn't need to register anything like post manually. Of course, I can still adjust the time, right? So there is no like a block that I cannot adjust. If I will just say, okay, I forgot to start the timer and here as well, here, I still can add the time. So it will just add me and post when I will close this work order additional time which I had. But if I'm just using the timer and I don't forget anything, then I can just post it automatically without going to posting, but just choosing it from here. Maybe one, because you've seen that it's only showing me those two lines, not this one. And as I said, just to be clear on this, if you will go to maintenance employees, this is the field which system is checking, resource number, and that's why it knows that when Martin Woods is logging, this is in fact this resource. So that's on why system automatically know that if we have a resource here, this is my user. So back to you, Mikael. I hope it was interesting for everyone how to use the time registration and timesheet integration.
Thank you, Christoph. And no reason to use 20 minutes if it only takes 14. So it was a little bit of a shorter presentation this time. But if you still have time available, I can recommend to go and watch these on-demand webinars. There are plenty of them, and this new one will be added to the list as well. We have yet another one on the list for 2022. It's the last one, and it will be in the subject of safe work. It will be around safety incidents, and it will be in a week's time on the 7th of December at the same time as today. A small advertising just before I let you go. We have a user group on LinkedIn. Please notice it's for end users to attend that group, but there you'll have the ability to share experiences across Dynaway, EAM for Business Central. So go and register if you have that interest. that was it for today. I really hope you enjoyed it. We hope to see you again in a week's time. And please remember to visit all the great stuff on the website, and wishing you a fantastic day. See you out there. Bye-bye.